Let's go to the third question now. 10% of the sales of iPods, okay, 10% of the sales of iPods and 20% of the sales of television contribute to the profit of Jamshedpur Electronics. Okay, so 10% is the margin on iPods and 20% is the margin on televisions. How much profit did the company earn in the month of January? Okay, so we need only for the month of January from Bistupur and Karma for the two products. So first thing we need to know is sales of iPods and television both. Sales of iPods as well as sales of television for the month of January for two locations, Bistupur and Kadama. Let's just go to the table and see what is the data we need. We need the sales of television and iPods for the month of January for Bistupur and Kadama. So television is 900 plus 6,300. So 9 plus 6 is 15,300. Similarly, iPod is 15,750 plus 6,300. Okay. So television. So let's just television is 6,300 plus 900. So TV for this question is equal to 7,200. And when I'm looking at iPods, 15 and 621, 21,750. So 22,050. 22,050 should be the iPod. Okay. I'll just write it down and transcribe the data, and then we can clear it out. Yeah. So television and iPod are here. What is the profit? What is the profit? Okay. So this is the data for us for TV and iPods. Sales of television for the two locations is 7,200 and iPod 22,050 for the two locations for the month of January. 10% of sale price of iPods, 10% of sale price of iPods is 10% of 22,050, which is nothing but 2205. And similarly, 20% of the sales price of television, 10% of 7,200 will be 720, 20% will be 1440. 5463 3645. That's the correct answer. Okay. And here, if you notice, it is the margin which has been given to us directly, so we don't need to worry about it. Had the question said 10% is the profit, I would have converted 10% profit into margin. What would be the margin if the profit is 10%? The margin would be 10 upon 110. Okay, so or 1 by 11 or 9.09%. So since the question gave us the profit percentage straight away, I did not want to. We gave us the margin, we did not have any problem. Had it been the profit percentage, I would have converted into margin and then proceeded. Okay. Next question. Let's look at question number 4 now. Okay. In fact, if you notice, this question is very, very similar to the first question that we attempted. Okay. It says for the period January to March, consider that Jamshedpur Electronics ordered 7560 units of iPods for all three areas put together. Okay. What was the unit price of iPods during the period? The ending inventory was 6120. Beginning inventory is 5760. Now this particular data tells us actually that the opening inventory, closing inventory, orders and sales, what is the relationship? Many questions will not give you that, and you should still be able to derive it, because it is expected that this is a common sense item and you should be able to derive it based on the data, or you should be able to come out with it on your own. So as a concept, you need to remember, you have something of an opening inventory. Then you make some orders. The moment you place orders and you receive those orders, the quantity available with you would go up. And then next step is you sell something. Once you sell, the quantity available with you will go down. So minus sales. This gives you the closing inventory. Okay. So this relationship is something which you should know. Some of the data sets may give it to you, some of them may not give it to you. Either way, you are supposed to be able to, you should be able to come out with it on your own. Okay. Now we are talking about, in this period Jan to March, Jamshedpur Electronics ordered 7560 units of iPod. So orders are 7560 units. Okay. What was the unit sale price of iPods? We need to find the unit sale price of iPods, which means we should know the total sales of iPods which is available to us from the table, divided by the number of units sold of iPods. So our task is to find the sales of iPod or this particular item. Okay, the other items are given to us. Opening inventory is 5760 and the closing inventory is 6120. So whenever your closing inventory is higher than the opening inventory, it means that the sales are lesser than or more than, they are lesser than the orders. Okay. Or in other words, sales in this particular case will be equal to 7560 plus 5760 minus 6120. What is this? This is the opening inventory minus closing inventory. So if you notice, my closing inventory is higher, so my sales will be lesser than the number of orders. Had my closing inventory been lower, the sales would have been higher than the orders. So this difference is 240 plus 120, 360, which is nothing but 7500 minus, this is minus 360 effectively, minus 300, so 7200. So the total sales is 7200. In terms of number of units, what is the total sales value? Let's go back and check out. If you have written that earlier, it will be easier for you. But just for your purpose, it is nothing but sales of this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus the items. So iPod sales for the 3 months for all the 3 locations. Now, which I had written earlier and which will come out to be 1,08,800. So it is 1,00800. Okay. Simple question of dividing now. 7200, this goes out. Okay. Now, if you know the table of 7, 14 7s are 98, your answer has to be more than or equal to 14. That means this is incorrect, this is incorrect. We need to just check out and not a difficult calculation. 9 8s are 72, 9 1s are 9, 10 again, 9 1s are 9, 2, 8 into 14 is 112, so the correct answer is E. Okay. So the key thing which I would want you to remember with respect to DI is, don't jump into calculations. Understand the data, understand the relationship between the various components of data. Once you understand the data, quickly go through the question and see what are the kind of requirements that you have for the data. Based on that, see what are the calculations you will need to do, and then you start doing the questions. Don't jump onto calculations. Calculations can be reduced if you work with the choices, so always make sure you work along with the choices.